My name is Pedro Bernardi. I am a wellness trainer and martial arts instructor, and I coach people of all demographics and age groups in healthy lifestyle habits. When I was young, I was very skinny, I was very shy, I wore thick glasses, and as a result of all those things and more, I used to get beat up a lot. It was also in a neighborhood where if you were Latino or Black, you got beat up even more. And so that was just the way the world was. It's not that way anymore. My children didn't have to suffer through that like we did, but it was reality at the time. So I felt that I had to be strong. I wanted to find anything that I could that would teach me anything about how to use my body. Because I didn't want to have a gun, I didn't want to have a knife. I just wanted to say, okay, if I have to defend myself, this is all I need. I saw a TV show called The Green Hornet. And on that show was a man named Bruce Lee. And up until that point, I'd never seen anybody move their body that way like Bruce Lee was able to do. And it was in a very combative but beautiful expression of even movement that was something I had to learn how to do. And so at age 13, there weren't any schools around, there was no money for that sort of thing in my family. So I just studied from magazines and books, anything I could put my hands on. And when the litmus test at the time, again, this is going back in a generation that it's different than today's world. If I saw somebody beating somebody up, I would try to fight that person. And if he beat me up, he became my teacher. I wouldn't call him my teacher, but he'd be the person that would teach me. And of course, it's a terrible way to do that. And eventually, at the age of 20, 1973, Bruce Lee passed away, very unexpectedly. And I made a decision based on his death that I wanted to get very serious about the martial arts. And so I decided to go into a school with an established instructor and very good students. I was able to see the martial arts was not about fighting. It was about protecting yourself and protecting the people around you in whatever fashion you could, whether it be a handshake or pulling them away to get them out of trouble. So I became a computer operator, and I had a shift where I would work 3 days a week and have 4 days off. So I'd work around the clock. And on those 4 days, I committed myself to doing my martial arts practice with my instructors. And so that meant sometimes living in the dojo, literally, because I wanted to train with them all night, and then I wanted to meet with them and then be back in the morning. And so that became my life. Not a healthy life necessarily, but one that I felt was the right thing for me at the time. And then I was able to meet other instructors that eventually allowed me to go to Okinawa for the first time in 1980. And I studied there for the first time. Met my wife there. Was able to continue my martial arts training that way as well. Very strong young woman, but unfortunately liver cancer, when it was diagnosed, was very high level. And so the only thing she could do was, as much as possible, look at clinical trials and very severe treatments. So when she passed away in November of 2000, my family and I all had to start changing our outlook at life. And so for me, I had to find a reason for my life. And I had to find a reason for Christina not completing her life. And so that became my passion, to have a legacy that I could say was partly hers and partly mine. And so in 2001, I started a part-time job in a local health club, just because it gave me some opportunity to do something that I felt was good for other people. And then in the year 2001, in December, I made a decision that I would retire from information technologies and start as a full-time wellness coach, personal trainer, and martial arts instructor. And that's what I've been doing ever since. My students, especially the younger ones, have always taught me how to be more patient, because there's a lot more to do in keeping a young child interested in a 45-minute class than there is an adult. So if I can keep that child engaged, happy, and feeling as though they've learned something, then it's quite a task. And I love to be able to see that in themselves when they can open up and maintain that childlike joy in their training.